What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? Welcome back to the SWILL radio show. All right, so Mike here, giving you guys some good old tea. And of course, we're going to be talking about the good old 90-Day Fiancé, last night's episode. So if you guys didn't see it, or if you've seen it and you guys want to discuss it, hit me up in those comments down below and we'll go ahead and do what we got to do. All right, so starting off, this show started off with Ashley and Jay. All right, so this guy walks into the house. If you guys watched the last episode, if not, we can definitely go ahead and recap, give you guys a link so you guys can catch that last video so you can see what's going on with that. SWILL style, of course. All right, so basically they're in the house. She's with her friend. They're down in the living room, and she's telling this guy, hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. Fussing this guy out. Finger in the face. Well, actually, no. They didn't even get to that point yet. She's sitting on the couch. He's sitting on the couch. And he's like, whose fault is it? So then she loses her mustard, guys, like for real. She gets up, finger in the face, about to do everything. He stands up, grabs her arm. Then he starts realizing what's going on. So he hurries up and lets go. And he's like, ho, wait a minute. I'm not touching her. I'm not getting in trouble for this lady right now. Not getting in trouble. All right, so he goes outside, talks to the producer. Next thing you know, the police, the popo roll up. Trying to figure out who called the cops. I know before the episode came out, I was trying to figure out who called the cops. I thought maybe a neighbor did because it looks like that's the kind of neighborhood that would do that to you. But nope, Ashley called 911. Then she tried to tell them about the whole immigrant. He's an illegal immigrant and this and that. And yeah, I wouldn't call him illegal immigrant because he's gone through the process. The only thing, she didn't finish filing his papers for his change of status. That's pretty much all there was to it, guys. All right, so yeah. Then we have Colt and Larissa. All right, so this girl is trying to fight another court case again, which she hasn't gone to court yet for the second time for the same offense, which I don't think it's gonna be looking pretty good. But then again, you never know, guys, with this this couple. You know, especially the lawyer that she has right now, you never know. He might be this guy's on point, guys. I don't know. So he's trying to talk to her. Actually, no, the mom's trying to talk to her. Mom trying to say, hey, what's going on? How are you today? Larissa's like, I don't want to talk now, basically. Gives Debbie the cold shoulder, and that's pretty much for that one. Next scene, we got Andre. I'm gonna call him Andre. I'm not gonna say Andre. All right, so basically what's going on with the couple, they're talking about the whole delivery room thing, and Andre wants to just have himself in there because he says in his country that's how they do it. Elizabeth is like, well, I want my sisters, my mom, everybody there. And he's like, no, not in my country. That's not how we do it. And I kind of respect that, but he just doesn't like the family, period. Because if you go in a delivery room, it doesn't matter how many people are in there. You're going to be up there by her face or whatever the case is. They're going to be in there for support. Why not have that extra parental support, family support, and all that kind of stuff? But it just boils down that he does not like the family, and they don't like him either. Then we got Chantel and Pedro. Mr. Pedro. All right, so they're going through some more things. They're sitting down with everybody, the friends and the family and everything like that. And they're having a little conversation. Not a really good conversation, but then all of a sudden, I guess the sister pulls out the phone, shows the footage of Pedro dancing with the chick that was around there. I forget her name. It's not important. She's just one of them girls anyway, so it's not too important. So Chantel's like, oh, wait a minute, let's go back to the hotel. Let's talk this out. Pedro's over here trying to talk in public around all the friends. Actually, he wasn't even trying to get up at first. The friends are the ones that, hey, man, go get your wife. Go talk to her. Go get her, you know. But he was just like, I'm not having that. So whatever the case is, that's what happened. Then we have Azan and Nicole. He makes a surprise. Well, actually, they try to say they make a surprise call, but she makes a surprise call to Azan just to see what's going on. You know, she shows her purple hair. She's pretty excited about it. I don't think it looks good. I think it looks pretty weird, to be honest with you. It doesn't look right on her to me, you know, but she's excited to show it. She tells him, hey, you look good. So when she puts that information out, she's expecting to get some kind of information reciprocated back to her. So he's like, oh, I like your hair, which I know it didn't really like it. He's probably thinking, what in the heck is going on here? What's going on? What is she really thinking? So he asked, you know, how's May? How's it going on? They're supposed to meet up, but he didn't want to meet up because he said he has in quotes, there's a family emergency going on. She asks how that's going, and she tells him that her family is like, hey, my family wanted me to ask you what your emergency was, but she does, you know, she knows he's making the stuff up. She's not that dumb. She is dumb, but she can't be that dumb to know that he just doesn't want to meet up with you. Then we pull back up to Ashley and Jay again, guys. These guys are probably making the most money on these episodes, besides Colt and Larissa. Those couples right there are probably making the most money, period. All right, so the police come back to the place. Actually, the police come up and they pull Jay back in the house, and they're talking. And he's asking about, are you married? Where were you born? That kind of thing. He's asking for the marriage license. Jay tells the cops, hey, she knows where it is, because he doesn't know where that stuff is. He's just a little 20-year-old kid, basically. He's a jit. He's over here about to cry, which I understand. I don't really feel sorry for the guy because of what he did. He did what he did. He knew what he was doing. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad for him, basically. But she's really trying to take him through the ringer, trying to get him deported big time, guys. Like, horrible. We could talk about it, guys. If you want to, in the description down below, we'll make a Discord channel, whatever we need to do. Doesn't matter. We're gonna talk about this. You can hit me up in the social medias as well, guys. Twitter, also on Facebook as well. Then we got Larissa and Colt again. So at this point, Debbie's picking up Colt, trying to get some information so she can give back to Colt, but Larissa wasn't having it. She wasn't giving out any info whatsoever. It wasn't happening, guys. All right, so she picks up Colt. Colt's like, hey, so what's going on with Larissa's situation? Deb tells him, hey, I don't know. I couldn't get anything from her. She wouldn't tell me anything. She pretty much shut me out of her life. And he's like, that's weird. Maybe something bad happened. Then we got Paula and Russ. Of course, they had the mom there and the baby's there. And Paula's talking to her buddy on the phone from Colombia. The disrespectful guy that doesn't like Russ. Russ doesn't like him. So it's a mutual hate, basically. This guy is so disrespectful, guys. I honestly, if that was me in Russ's shoes, I'm flying to Colombia and I'm beating some butt. Like, for real. I'm throwing some hands at this guy. Like, for real. Like, it makes no sense. This guy is so disrespectful. He's telling Paula, he's like, hey, I'm going to be the godfather. We talked about this years ago, if you ever had kids. And she said, yeah, you'll be the godfather. But I didn't realize that, I would have kids back then. I just said it just to say it. And Russ is sitting there listening to the conversation. Doesn't really understand all the Spanish, but I know he does understand a little bit. And he's starting to get hot and bothered about the whole entire thing. Like I said, if that was me, I'm throwing hands. I'm flying to Colombia and throwing some hands, bro. Like, for real. All right, so he's like, you could get divorced. There's a lot of single mothers out there. And I'm like, what? And I don't think that the guy's really trying to hit on Paula like that because whatever. I think he's gay. Well, who knows? I don't know what the case is, but they've known each other for years. The mom's there, and Paula's telling the mother about this and that, and the guy's like, hey, don't be throwing your mom against me, man. Don't do that. That kind of thing. But that's pretty much what those couples there. Then we get back to Ashley and Jay, and at this point, the cop is like, hey, man, you got somewhere to stay. It's best that you leave. Because at this point, she was trying to get this guy locked up, like, straight up, period. I know the situation. I almost been there myself. But she's trying to get him thrown into jail. He's like, I got somewhere I can stay, yes. And he's like, do you just want to grab all your stuff? Is all that in the trash bags right there? He's like, yeah. I'll just grab me a couple outfits for a couple days and I'm good. So the cop's like, okay, no problem. Then we got Andre and Elizabeth once again. All right, so the family throws a party for Andre's family, for his father, which is really cool, coming from Moldova. They had a nice spread of food, guys. I don't know where this catered food came from, but they got all the little plasticware with everything. They had like seafood because they didn't know what the guy liked to eat. So they pretty much ordered everything. Instead of cooking everything, which is really smart, they went ahead and ordered some serious food, guys. And I kind of wish I was there myself to eat that because I'm actually kind of hungry right now, to be honest with you. It's really good. And they talk, to the dad. Andre's over here he's not trying. He's actually going ahead and he's translating everything verbatim, basically. And, it's a pretty good night. And, he's thinking that the father is like, hey, you guys didn't give me this treatment when I came. And they looked at him like, man, please, get out of here. Like they wanted to smack the hell out of him, But it's like, you came in a different situation. Of course they're not going to treat you like that. You came in there guns a-blazing like a douchebag. And, of course, that's how they're going to treat you like that, of course. And pretty much after that, the episode, they ate some food. And then the dad was like, hey, we want to make sure we solidify this. Let you know that you're welcome, this and that. Let's go step outside. Now I'm thinking there's like a bar or something like that outside. They're going to have some drinks and some other stuff like that. But no, man, fireworks all the way. They shot some fireworks. They spared no expense for this guy, which I feel pretty good and warm and fuzzy myself inside, knowing that Andre's dad felt nice and welcome. Then we go back to Chantel and Pedro again. And at this point, she's in the gym, like wearing a little skippy outfit. Looked like she worked out a little bit. She got a little nice, little slim little body, you know, got some little cleavage and all that kind of stuff like that. It's all good. She's lifting some weights, like not much. She's just doing a little, you know, a couple reps here and a couple reps there. And then Mr. Pedro shows up talking about, hey, what's up? What's going on? That's how he always does. What's up? What's going on? He always steps into the situation. He always finds her. For some reason, he always finds this chick. But she's like, always keep on telling him, can we go somewhere? Just us, away from everybody. And he's like, at this point, he's like, you know what? Whatever you want. So he pretty much goes in like that. Then we got Larissa and Colt once again. Hopefully for the last time, but probably not. All right, so at this point, Larissa's like, I don't trust you. I don't know what's going on. Colt has like some kind of court information, like the document numbers and all this and that, because he's not getting information from Larissa, so he has to look it up. So he puts the information in, and he sees like some codes and some stuff that he doesn't really understand. When he's thinking that the case got dismissed, but I don't think that's what it meant. You know, because if that's what it meant, she would have been telling him that, possibly. I don't know. But that's not what it meant, I don't think. And then Deb's telling him, hey, you know, you gotta let this chick go, man. Let this chick go. Period. You just have to. And I agree. You gotta let her go, man, because this situation is too toxic, man. All right, then we go back to this America's favorite couple right here. Jay leaves the house. I mean, they just, I don't know. It's like it's like they could have just put all of this in one giant scene. But he's leaving. He has to stay with a friend. Probably sure it's a girl. It's not a guy. Because he doesn't have any guy friend, basically. Staying at a girl's house, whatever the case is. And that's pretty much it. And then they go into the episodes for next deal and everything like that. And that's pretty much it for that, guys. But they let us know that Chantel and Pedro are getting their own show. And it's coming out next week, guys. So, you know, we're going to have the tea on that. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching the SWILL Radio. Hope to see you on the next one. Like the videos if you like them. I'm sure you do. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And we'll see you next time. Peace.